Hello, Monday, May 4th, 2020. Small takes, sports mirrors life, patience. Today I want to talk about patience, which, not necessarily the formal definition, is really the amount of time it takes to complete something, to take care of whatever task that you're doing, whatever you're at or dealing with, whether it be with yourself or with someone else. It's not the formal definition, but it's the way I think about it. And I've been fortunate that I've had to exercise my patience a lot over the years in a variety of different ways. Why I chose Small Takes or Sports Mirrors Life is because I think sports is a great forum to practice patience. Think about learning a new sport. The first time you try something, play soccer, play tennis, run, might not be so good. Will be frustrating often. You will probably fall more than you get up, or it's challenging, of course, to get up. So the importance is to make sure you do. And there's going to be a lot of failures that come with that. So that exercises your own patience as an individual. Oftentimes I say to my girls that what starts out being your warm-up may end up being your what ends up being your actual workout may end up being your warm-up in the future. And that is a testament to patience, testament to the process that you have to follow. Ultimately, as James Clear, one of my favorite bloggers, puts it, your commitment to the process will determine your progress. I think those are very wise words. So sometimes you have to have patience with yourself. At other times, your patience is exercised with those around you. And I was particularly thinking about this the other day when I was helping my daughter with her homework, which took upwards of about 2 hours to do. And I really loved her resilience in sticking with it. It was a math assignment, multiplication, some decimals online, as it is in this day and age. And it was a bit frustrating for her. In fact, I heard her banging the desk and yelling, some frustrations as a result of this online test she was taking, because anytime she got something wrong, she demoted back. And so she was back at, say, 60, 70%, had to get all the way to 100%. And so I sat down with her and I taught her some tricks, and then I stayed there the entire time. And what I loved about that is not necessarily that I was there with her, but the fact that I think that's something she's actually going to remember. She mentioned it later that night, that it was nice that Papa stayed with me throughout the hour and a half plus 2 to finish the assignment, and I didn't leave. And I was there guiding her, but also letting her make her own mistakes, which she did, but correct herself, or self-correct. And so I think about that even with respect to sports. Being a coach and coach of my girls, I've had the pleasure of seeing them all over the years fail and sometimes get frustrated, and I don't always put them in the game or put them in key situations. A story I recall is in softball, when my daughter was up at bat and it was the bottom of the last inning that we were playing, and she struck out, and it was a tough at bat, and she went back to her space in the dugout, and I could see she was crying. I was coaching first base at the time, guiding the next folks to continue, the next girls. I said, Ayla, and I said this in Hindi actually, but I said, Ayla, look up. You're not done. Just because you struck out does not mean the game is over. The team still needs you. They need your support. So get up there and tell them you can still contribute to the game. Even if you're on the sidelines, you can contribute in a variety of different ways. Help your teammates. Yell to them that they need to run through the bag, that they can steal, that there might be someone who might be making a play at them. These are all areas where you can help each other. And so your role does not end. And so to me, I've had to exercise patience in regard to coaching my girls with girls themselves. Another example I can point is a great one from the AYSO Soccer League, where my younger daughter was playing just last year. It was a wonderful team. And what I really took away from that experience was the patience the girls exercised amongst themselves. And to inform you this, you have to know that there were several girls who were less than the optimal age for this league. So my daughter, who was turning 8, was with 8 and 9-year-olds, and some of her classmates who were 7 years old wanted to also play with her. So they petitioned, they played on the team, but admittedly they were much disadvantaged in terms of size and of course in terms of ability. I remember the first or second game that we had. The first game we got blown out thoroughly. The second game, one of the elder girls who had played before went up to the younger girls and said, hey, you know what? You guys did great. You got in there. You were playing the defensive plays, and that was really admirable. And even if we lost, it was so great to see you guys play. And the backstory to that is that several of the girls really had a lot of concerns. One of them didn't even enter the game until the second quarter because she was crying on her mom's lap. And so really took a lot for them mentally to get there. But they did. And what I loved is that the teammates picked them up. They exercised patience. They said, you know what, it's going to come. It'll take time, but it's going to come. And that was very wise from a 9-year-old. And that was not me coaching by any means. That was them doing what they do. That was a wonderful team. Long story short, we did great that season. We won the majority of our games, and the young girls really stepped up and really found a place on the team, which I loved as a coach, because my objective is really for them to have fun and make sure that they come back the following year. So to me, these are examples of patience. There are a ton of them out there. We'll talk about them, but want to share that with you here today in terms of sports analogies, small takes on patience. Thank you for listening.